Now, in breaking updates, protesters set fire to U.S. flags outside the American embassy in Athens, Greece, following the capture of Nicolás Maduro and the attack on Venezuela's capital. Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro and his wife arrived in New York City after the U.S. captured them in an overnight military operation on Saturday. The two were first taken to the DEA headquarters and later believed to be transported in a helicopter to the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. I want to go back to Major General J.K. Bansal. Now, Major General Bansal, yesterday I was hearing the press conference that Trump held and the kind of verbatim he used. I mean, of course, he's known for saying things out of proportion. But the way he was talking about Venezuela, the fact that the US, Shruti was also saying, the way it's taken over the country, the way it's crushing it, the way it's not really followed international law. What would you like to say on that?
You know, might is right. Whosoever country is strong, they try to, everyone. You take Russia, you take China, you take America, they do same thing. And once it has been said, I think by Mr. Doval, that the history is never with the justice or truth. It is with the might. So like that, he has done, and he is a little vocal. He has said whatever he is now. What China is doing. China is also trying to take this Taiwan. Similarly, Russia attacked Ukraine. And now they have, just because definitely there was a problem with Maduro, he was, they say of course it was the 10% of all drugs which were coming through Venezuela, but this Colombia or the other country, they were just giving to Venezuela, and it was coming from Venezuela. And Venezuela has got a drug cartel, there was no doubt about it, and there had been the problem, and Maduro was warned about it. Now a dictator who is having these kind of thing, and America says that they're the protector of democracy. So this kind of thing, and as far as the UN is concerned, UN is toothless tiger. There is nothing UN can do about it. If nobody listens to UN, whosoever is powerful or strong, or the might is right, as I told. So like that, America got a chance, and they did it. They did it very openly, and President Trump, being a very vocal person, he speaks that he said that he will have the control on Venezuela, and they will now at the moment, and till the time the smooth transition is there of power, they will do it. They will manage it. Now, how much they will manage it all depends, because you tell me one thing, that the Venezuela is having whatever they said, the 45 lakh of the militia trained, and now 5 lakh more they enrolled, and is about 50 lakh people. What Malaysia, is it a way to run a military? If the Maduro was doing, he should have a proper military rather than have Malaysia. So what I feel personally, that yes, I think there should be some kind of, as I told earlier also, that they mean, and there is some happiness can come to Venezuela by transforming their oil production to increase the economy, and the money remains in that particular country only, then it is fine. Of course, America will also, an American company will have the profits, but profit should go to the common man. What was happening in Venezuela, only the rich people or the people, influential people were controlling all the money and everything. So let us see what will happen. But people say that yes, there may be problem if the America puts boot on ground, and the militia, they will have the good experience of guerrilla war, and the American army will have a difficulty. And Kamala Harris also given the statement that this Republican government has put soldiers in danger. So let us see what will evolve in next few days. The things will be clear then only. Back to you.
I also have Ambassador J.K. Tripathi. He is the former deputy head of Indian diplomatic mission in Venezuela. Ambassador J.K. Tripathi, welcome to the discussion, and I want to begin by asking you, how do you see this for Venezuela? Do you see this positively or negatively?
Your last sentence again, please.
Ambassador J.K. Tripathi, we're of course discussing the US attack on Venezuela, and I wanted to ask you that from the perspective of Venezuela, do you see this action by Trump positively or negatively?
Well, it is an action of US is very, very negative. You cannot, on pretext of drugs peddling, you cannot just enter into a country, a sovereign, independent country, take its president hostage and fly him back to your country. This is absolutely not acceptable as per international law. One thing. The second thing, oil. I mean, this is ridiculous. Now Trump has shown its, USA under Trump has shown its true colors when they said that they will send the Secretary of Defense and Secretary of State to manage Venezuela and Venezuelan oil fields till safety and security and democracy returns. This is ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. I also beg to differ with Major General Bansal that that Venezuelan oil was not directed for benefit of Venezuelan common man. No. Till 2000, Venezuelan oil was only pocketed by the executives and by the people who had money. I was there from 2000 to 2002 to 2005, and I saw how filthy rich these executives of PDVSA, that is Venezuelan Petroleum Company, were. They, at a drop of hat, they used to fly to Paris for having dinner. That was the filthy richness, and poor people were suffering. When 2002, President Hugo Chavez nationalized PDVSA, then all these people, all these senior executives, they protested, and by one stroke of pen, 1/3 of the PDVSA was sacked. And these were people who were pro-Americans. And America, since then, since 2002, America had eyes on India. No, sorry, eyes on Venezuela. Now, how can Venezuelan oil benefit the poor people if you have placed sanctions? And before the sanctions in 2000, Venezuelan oil production, crude oil production, I'm talking of upstream business. It was 3.2 million barrels per day. And in 2023, it was reduced to 735,000 barrels per day, which is now less than 500,000 barrels per day. So if you don't allow the country to export its oil, which brings 90% of its revenue, how can you say that it is not being used for the benefit of poor? This is, now Trump has shown his true color, saying they will manage all the Maracaibo, Barquisimeto, Barcelona, San Cristobal, and Coro, all those facilities they will manage as if it is a business. They will manage Venezuela. Trump is not a leader; he is a dealer. So he is always speaking in terms of deals. So I'm sorry, I won't subscribe to this idea that Trump has, that American government has made this move just in order to save Venezuelan people from the further poverty that they have been subjected to by America. Yes.
Absolutely, Ambassador Tripathi. Even in the way it was done was absolutely shocking. I request all my guests to stay on with me. Now, the Ministry of External Affairs issued a statement following President Maduro's arrest.